Yeah, it's coming along. What's up, Jeff? Jeffrey, my dear boy. Doing good, man. How are you? I spoke to Tagian. It's good. We're in good shape. He's gonna make it. He's gonna survive. Maybe. He'll survive. He has this. He has the drive for it. Which is what he needs. Everybody needs that. Alright. So, what I have done. Obviously, I've not been streaming this because it's required all my focus. It's extremely sunken in too, by the way. You're exhausted? I'll try to see him, but I'm very much bound to home. Right now, I can't really leave. Can't. If I can see him, I can see him. But he'll be coming back to the United States for several years. So at some point, I'm going to get to see him. Yeah, it's coming along. Very sunken in though. It looks very different on camera than it does in real life. Very different. I don't know how to get it any closer, so. Anti-champion. Yeah, this is one of those paintings. But the photograph, obviously, I mean, it's like I don't have a lot to go off of, so I need to make up probably 50% of what's up there and make it look real. Hard to do. Shorter than you? Yeah. We're saying it would be cool if he came in here and painted a portrait of me sitting up there. It'd be nice, man. He'd entertain you all. He's very good. Yeah. The G'day self-portraits? I did one of myself about 15 years ago, and I looked like a felon. I had a goatee, and I was very focused when I was doing it. I looked mean. I should do a self-portrait on stream is what I should do. See, there's a lot of things that I want to do, but I have to get the commissions done, and I'm behind in that work, and I'm having trouble getting in here to do the work. So that's the point at which we're at right now. That's why sometimes I don't stream, because I'm trying to catch up and really focus, because this does take a lot of focus, and streaming sometimes slows me down a little bit. So what I'm seeing right here, I need to work this transition right here a little bit. This piece right here, this shape isn't correct. This needs to come out the light some, just a little bit, to make this fill out some. This might be a little bit wide. Yeah, this point comes in just a little bit that way. This trims up some. And then this piece is too rounded, so this cuts in just a slight bit. Work this form here, and then I need to get this back because I have it concave. It needs to be popping out some convex. Here's two that I'd seen. One in charcoal with a funny face, and serious one in Florence. I always look scared when I draw myself. You're like, yeah. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Well, that's why I was hesitant to do it. But here's the thing. Those are the drawing changes that I see, and they're subtle. I don't think I have the photograph. I'm just too lazy to put it up right now because I have to get my drive. It's on my drive, and I have to plug it in, all that stuff. The photograph is black and white, and the light is diffused, so there's not a lot of form anatomy showing in these areas. They're like, there's hints of it, but you can't really tell what's going on. Definitely no color. Obviously, it's black and white. So when I add that form in, it could change the age she looks. Now, she was 12, okay? She was 12. On what you guys see right now, like the contrast here is too high. Like this looks darker, that looks really dark, but it's not like that. Okay, so like she looks a little bit younger, what I'm looking at, as opposed to what you guys see, what I see on my phone, my computer. Phone and computer even don't line up. And so when you're talking about age, it is very subtle sometimes, right? That's why people have these, phone filters, and it does take a couple of years off if you put a filter on or add to it. Always be afraid. Lower the value of, lower what value? You could use AI to restore the picture if you want to make me throw up. All right, let's get painting. I see stuff that needs to happen. We'll just go with it. Now, here's the tricky thing. It's so sunken in. It is so sunken in that when I work on it, I'll have to lightly oil out certain parts, and I'm kind of going all over the place at this point. So I'll try to be accurate with my values, lights and darks, and the color. That's going to be a huge challenge right now. My memory of how it looked yesterday when I was working the lower half of the painting, for example, is different than what I see today. And I don't know if that's just my memory faltering or if it's actually that sunken in. And what I mean is, like, this drawing is off. Like, the values are off here, and like this looks cut out. And I might have actually done that, but yesterday it looked like it was turning and it was not cut out. Okay, so let's see. I hate this song, by the way. This is alternative rock. How's this alternative rock? Stupid. This sounds more like alternative rock right here. Okay. Guys. That was wet there. Notice how I oiled that one out. I didn't really scrub it too much, but I don't mind taking some off. In fact, I might take a little bit more off there, just to thin that area out, because I don't want to get it too thick. All right. That goes down half a value right there when I put this on. I just messed that up. All right, I need to get brushwork back in this area. I can't tell if it was correct or not, to be honest with you. Okay. But in the dark, it is popping out. Where are you talking about? Where? Are you talking about right here, this right here? Or this? So in here, this looks like, okay, on my phone, this and this look very dark, okay? Like, and I didn't mess with the contrast. So it's popping out more, gaping or not. The nasolabial fold. I drew something new, but her eyes are kind of gaping, but I ain't redrawing that shit. It's gonna get painted, gaping or not. You gotta fix that. You have to fix this stuff. It's the only way. So in other words, Jeff, like this right here it's not popping out as much as more even to me. So like, this in here needs a rework, but it's not. And it looks good from back here as well. I don't know. Probably too light. Yep. Guys, I would be looking at chat more, but I want to stream this. And this painting in particular is requiring a great deal of focus for me. So y'all just have to be patient with it. I'll try to get to the chat. But yeah. But I'll articulate what I'm doing. Obviously, I'm looking at the drawing. I'm trying to get the zygomatic arch going right there. I'm looking at this whole shape right here, this coming in. I'm trying to get this drawing correct while looking at this whole shape and making sure I'm not bringing it too far that way. All right, trying to line it up in here while fixing the values and getting the form back in the chin area, which I don't quite have yet. It's a little bit generalized down there. And I'm trying to make the chin less cut out and add some solid greens and blues in there to make it cool so that it's contrasting the rest of the portrait. So it's a lot. So that's what we do. We think about these things, we break them down, right? So this is my thought process with this. Now I'm going to go in here. I'm going to cut across here. I'm going to be going back and forth between the two. But I'm going to come over here and start working this other side up at the same time. So we really made this purple. I'm going to come in here with the green and some, I've been using a lot of cobalt blue recently. And this, I find it works for what I'm trying to do here. Take some of this to darken this color right here. And that's actually a very neutral color. Slightly green, which is what I want. Should be, yeah, that's pretty solid right there. And I'm going to try to make a solid brush stroke. Put some form in here, squint down. See the whole shape all at once as I'm doing this. Focus on the edge. Step back. And then we're going to go up and work the form up around here as well, because I need to bring some light into that area right there, just a little bit. But before I do, I have greened this brush out, so I'm going to go in here and work some of the colors up around here, bring some variation in. So I'm going to use color to lighten the value here. There we go. Scoop it up onto the brush. This might be too light. Actually, it might be okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to darken it just a little bit. Keep it somewhere around there. Mixed in with the greens, that should work. One brush stroke, step back. Adding pure color in. Try and get the form. Subtle muscles. Bring this across like that to shape that piece. It's looking okay. Same brush. Let's come up here, see where it stands. This needs to lighten up just a little bit. I like this, so I'm actually going to bring this up here. Going across the form. Squint. Cut this piece in some. Step back. Looks good. Looking good. QFX, you need to work on your drawing. Not really, since I make it. You have the will, QFX, maybe, but you need to work your drawing. Your drawing, my dear boy. I know you have it in you. Okay. Say some of the purple. Cobalt blue, cool it. This might be too dark, but it might not be. Let me see where this stands. That's actually good. Let's see what I gotta do. I'm going to have to work that transition right there. Make a darker value that is greener. Same brush, because it's still ballpark. So that's the value. I need to make this darker, but not so dark, slightly green. This should be it. This might not work because of the, the value is good, but it's still too green. But that actually might work. Step back. It needs to have more purple in it. Bring some of this up here. I might have, probably should have, you know what, let me lightly oil that edge out. Chance I might be able to slightly blend it. It might be, the values might be close enough to blend with the oiling out. It's not something I always like to do. Right. Never use cobalt blue. Just use black. It's good to use when you're starting out, especially. Soften that. Actually, bring that in some. Thinning the shadows out right here. I remember what I did, and I did this a couple days ago. I like kind of taking the paint off the shadows as I'm working this area. I'm going to soften this transition here, and I'll just work it from this point. Softening that transition. Do the same thing here. Soften transition. Push the paint, pull it off. There you go. If you're keeping the shadows, then you don't want that to build up. Thinning the shadows out. The goth guy from the internet, yeah. Brosif. Holy burn, you think it looks burnt? Does it look burnt? Let me see. Maybe it does. Can't tell. Oh, he burnt me. She looks like a goth. Oh, holy burn, yeah. You can see that. Push that. The QFX face. I'm projecting. Wait, you look like a zombie goth? She does look like Jeff. Wait, what did I miss? That's what healthy people look like. They go outside. Is this something in selfies? Is that what we're talking about? Looks like the girl or not. What, QFX? He posted a selfie of himself and you think he looks like one of his girl paintings? She looks like my grandma, some hair and face. You're talking about the painting he did. The last one? Let's see. I never even noticed the selfie section until like 2 days ago. Selfies. Old Moody. The painting you were doing? Oh, this one? Yeah. Let's go with something like that. Alex White, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Your painting. The innocence. Good. Good. The demand to fight to get the chat is a country cause. Lewis is distracted. That's a country cause? Pale Jesus. That's pretty funny, actually. Okay. Do students often stylize because they're unsure about realism? I paint that way a lot, and I'm not sure if it's a choice or a crutch. So I think probably for different reasons. That's a very good question. Probably for different reasons. I think, like, before I was trained, I always stylized things because that's what I would copy works from, like, the Renaissance, and there is a certain style of the Renaissance, and so you pick that up. It's what you're influenced by. And then I think too, maybe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Triton Ross is that like when we first start, we kind of curve everything at first so it looks like stylized. We kind of sharpen the edges a lot because we really want to, like, we're looking at everything. Things are very bright, and it's not as realistic looking because we don't know how to obtain the realism, and that comes through honest training and academic style of training. So I think it could be very, a couple different things all at once. Does that make sense? So, like, I often talk about generalized work, like in like a figure, if it's like very curvy and just rounded, and it's generalized, it's generally there. The the anatomy is generally there, but it's not very specific, and that doesn't mean we need to go through and make it darker or focus on it more. It just simply means there's a manner of drawing it correctly that we're missing. Good. Yeah, it's an excellent question. You are so much smarter than all the people who watch me all the time, probably because IQ level drops the longer you watch the stream, and they've been watching for some time. So, are they still talking about pale skin? Let's see. True. You failed as a Dutch. You failed as a human. Failed in everything. I've never seen not a white Dutch. So you succeeded in failing. Always hold on to that. I have just been confirmed in what I said to you. There we go. That's it. We get dumber here somehow, even though I fight this every single day. Never give up fighting, though. All right. So drawing, my dear Triton Ross, is the key to everything. Drawing, and then staying with painting as we go into painting, and pushing the drawing in painting, understanding how drawing applies to painting. That's the key, and that takes some time to get sometimes. That can be very difficult. For most people, for me, it was extremely easy because, you know, everything's easy for me because I'm so smart. IQ can't drop if you don't have any Westmark. You just cut yourself down. You understand this. No way you are a little bit darker than Dutch. Stereotype. Here we are back to the skin. I think what I said was pretty wise. It's impossible. It's like a white Latin. Still onto that. Still onto that. We had a very solid question that almost got us back into art. Okay. I lost my train of thought. This area right here is what I'm having trouble with, which not really trouble, I'm just thinking about it right now. That's my focus. We're gonna get it, because we always get it. Let's get some greens in there. The green is going to contrast the cheek, make it look nice, juicy. It's too light. It's the darken. I think something like that. See the greens back. Looks solid. Should be darker to be a pure Latin. This isn't right. Though I like how it's kind of a nice effect. It's tricky, man. I'm going off this photograph. It's black and white. Can't see anything. So I'm gonna have to experiment with this one. All right, so I made it too green. Let's kind of make it neutral and go from there. So it's too green. I'll just add a little bit of red. That might be it. Just add a little bit of red to tighten in with the cheek. Value might be okay. Harriet Singh. What's up? Hey yo, been a while. How are you? Scooping the other paint up. It's not looking right. All right. Maybe I go in with this value. Maybe this works. That looks like it could work a little bit better. That's it. That's a little bit better. It was too disconnected. Too disconnected. What are we gonna do? All right. And then this is gonna be dark, but I'm gonna see how it. It's too dark, you messed up. Shut up. We'll get it. Trying to make a brush stroke that tied that area in. Instead, I destroyed it. But what do we do? Do we panic? No. Going on a lighter value right here. We learn from it. Lighter value. A little bit lighter. Watch this. Boom, bitch. I like that. Except it needs to be thicker, like Jeff's mom's cankles. Just a little bit thicker. Boom! Now, I don't know how that looks for you guys, but it looks pretty good here. Doesn't look that great because I actually see that light. It's a good thing I looked at the camera. Look at this. So what we're gonna do, raise the chroma of the red a little bit, just a little. Go across this way. Boom. Wait. Oh, I have an idea. Chroma. There we go. Let's do one brush stroke. This is going to be freaking awesome if I can get this right. Shape is lost. This needs to come out. All right. Rotating the brush because I know there's fresh paint on this side, which works. Bring the light out just a little bit here. Then darker brush. I've been good, Harriet. I've been good. Yeah. Thank you. You're working on a master copy from Bouguereau? Which one? Oh. Harry, Harry. I haven't seen you in Discord recently. It's been a long time. So recognizing your YouTube handle. I want to be darker to get in museums at night and rob everything, because when I was using a white shirt, my classmates said I was nude. Saved my day, maestro. Bear, what's up, man? I lost the form there. But I will get it back. Excuse me. I'll get it back. All right, so, and let me get some light as well. Light down in there. Let's see what I'm doing, right? Let's see what I'm doing. I'm trying to get these values correct. So, I mean, these paintings, they take time. Sometimes they take longer than other times, you know, longer than they should maybe. But the thing with this one is that I could get this done quicker, but I really do want to do a very solid job on it. 1 second, guys. Because I want that brush stroke going that way, but it looks weird because it's catching the light up. Y'all can see it looks like peeled over, but I don't think it is. I think it's the light. Just flip this just for a second. I'm not gonna move the camera, just give me a sec here. Oh, it still doesn't look right, okay. Fix it. So I'm trying to rework that structure in there, but you see how it's starting to get generalized? So I gotta be, you know, aware of that. Blue-green wash as the backgrounds. Cool. I mean, it's going to be better than she gives her the... Check and see what this is. A study of a girl's head, huh? Is it the one where it's a sketch and it's kind of going back like that a little bit and it's very fair skin, very like it's just blocked in kind of around the neck area? No way. Yeah. Share the Harry's share the images whenever you want, man. Definitely. Okay. And then I'm gonna make this green up here, bring some blue in, soften it, bring the colors a little closer together because it's this transition going from the pink to the cooler greens somewhere around here. And then I'm gonna actually green this out. Bring some ultramarine blue into here to darken it a little bit more. Now that's on the blue side, which is nice. Come in here. Squint. Good. And then let's darken that some. Bring it in here. Darken. Squint. Squint so we get the drawing correct. It's not bad, but it's getting a little bit over modeled. Let's go lighten this up some. Bring the blue into it. It's too much. That's it. Lighten. Touch. That's it right there. That's what I want. There it is. And then I'm gonna go in from the light side. This brush. And let's go around here. We'll try the green. I was gonna make it a little bit more blue, but okay, that needs lightened. There. What do you think of looser styles like Zhang Wu's portraits or a la prima work? Do you enjoy that kind of painting? Definitely, 100%. Beautiful, beautiful work. I love it. I've done some a la prima as well. I like this is a little tight painting. I'm still trying to put the brush strokes into it. Like if you notice, I'm trying to put down a brush stroke to denote the form. A separate is from shows how light or dark it is, and it has a specific color, and then another brush stroke to turn it. So I'm trying not to smooth it out too much. It's looking very refined because those strokes are getting smaller, and you don't want to do that necessarily. I like having big strokes that work. But that to me is some of the best type of painting. What you're talking about. Jonas, what's up, man? What's wrong with over-modeled? You lose the form that way. Yeah, you lose a lot of the form. It's very easy to over-model, and oftentimes that happens because it's hard to place the brush stroke down properly with the right value, the right color and such. It's very hard to do. But if you can do it, it looks freaking beautiful. Study, I'd say it's ready for exhibition. Fun fact. From last month, we sell paintings in art supply shops, and only piece that sold last month was a study from the student course painted by teacher. Can't say the eyes in my new one are tight. Don't like blended paintings just for the sake of them being soft. You can get that effect in different ways. Scott Waddell, for example, he's over-modeled, but paint has opaqueness, it covers, and I like his work. His work is way different. I love how he goes about his work. It is to me a little bit over-modeled, but he makes it work. He makes it look good. He's excellent. He's trying to copy Bouguereau. Even if you look at a lot of if you see Bouguereau's paintings in person, you can see separate brush strokes. It's just he's that good. It's amazing. It's really amazing. I've only seen about 2 or 3 in my life. I upload the images on the channel. It's a small cafe near my place. Have to start somewhere. Check. Show me your work. Jeffrey, my dear. Ooh. Jeff, that looks like Waterhouse. Is that Waterhouse you're painting, Jeff? The Hag? Skull. That's pretty sweet. Harry, there you go. That's it. Good man. You're doing some good painting. Your work's improving. Good, your work's improving. This is good to see, man. Good. Oh. It's that flower painting I think we talked about. Cool, man. Good job. Really cool. Good. It's good to see. Focus on form. I think Scott Waddell is great. He is. I love the guy. Jonas, I'm doing awesome, man. Thank you. Yeah, if you like Bugro shirt, because it's the best copy attempt you can do. Personal taste. Bugro, I don't think you can go wrong with him. There's so much to learn from him. It's like that dude Jeff visited who tried to be Rembrandt. Waddell is the same with Boogs. The finishing look is not a matter that much to me. I can enjoy both. I like Scott's because he's solid. Yeah. Yeah, Harry, it's looking much better. Much better. You're on your way, man. Like I always say, it's just a matter, and it's the same with me. It's always improving your drawing, your technique. All right. Lighten this up some. Something like that, I think. It's not quite, that's not there. And then, same brush. It would make sense to have separate brushes for greens and reds since they're opposites, but I don't mind switching between. It's not that hard to do. But if you're having trouble with it, like you have several different brushes, instead of just separating them by how light or dark they are, right? Which is what I normally do. You can always go into separating them by kind of the color scale as well. There's nothing wrong with that. There you go. Ah, shoot, that went in a little bit too much. Okay, now, what we're gonna do, something questionable, but I can always bring this back. I'm gonna work that cheek I'm gonna bring a little bit of light into that cheek, but I don't wanna bring too much into it. It's really good, Lewis. What is your favorite format to paint on and why? The format, like, well, this is oil painting on wood. Now, my favorite thing to paint on is really canvas, but canvas doesn't really, it doesn't last as long as the wood's gonna last. So, yeah. Was that what you were asking, the format? And it's oil paint, obviously. Scott is really skilled. He paints from the Round Central or Grand Street Academy. That style isn't for everybody. He has some great videos that apply to different techniques, and he's freaking hilarious. I also want your opinion on a painting idea. I'll share it. Okay, cool. Definitely. Grand Central. Yeah. Oh, the size? I like painting as close to like life size as possible. I like large paintings. This, I think, is an 18 by 24 inch. And it's slightly less than life size. So to give you an idea, see this? And then this, So this is almost life size. In fact, it might be life size for a 12-year-old girl. It's pretty close. Pretty close. I don't know what I'm gonna do up there yet. Don't know. It's like freckles, but I don't know how to go about doing that because I don't have anything to really go off of. So will you use very smooth, or does it have some texture? It's pretty smooth. Yeah, it's pretty smooth. I probably prefer a little bit more texture. Mona Lisa is 500 years, and that was actually painted on wood. So, the wood, obviously, I mean, you want to paint on harder wood. Like pine wood is not something you want to paint on. You want to paint on cherry or birch, and the harder the wood, the better. And because you're not going to have the expansion and contraction as much as you're going to have like over time on wood as you will with canvas. Canvas will be absorbing the moisture, right, from the back, throughout, over the course, even if it's in a climate controlled area, it's going to be expanding and contracting more, which is going to crack the paint. Oil paint becomes more brittle over time, and it continuously dries. It doesn't stop drying. That's the problem. So, that's why you have like a lot of the Flemish work and stuff looks very beautiful. Like I think a lot of those were done on. If you look at paintings that are done on wood, like most of the time they're lasting much longer. So, yeah, and the Mona Lisa, obviously they're still cracking, but they really take care of that painting as well. But it is on wood, right? You need to check out David Lefebvre. I think you would appreciate his approach. He's still alive, crazy good. Excuse me. Maybe she was already cracked 50 years later, who knows? I don't know. Honestly, New York. Leonardo was always experimenting with new concoctions to paint with, so I don't know if that was the case with the Mona Lisa or not. Remember, one of the paintings, he developed a method to paint in a fresco format in oil painting, right? So he was like trying to paint onto a wall. It was like a new style. It was a new method. And this was in the old palace, Palazzo. No, it wasn't Palazzo Vecchio. Was it Palazzo Vecchio? Yes, it was. The old palace in Florence. And that's where Michelangelo's The Bathers was going to be. And then the Bow of Angrai, I think, or something like that, was Leonardo's piece. And that one, he melted it because he tried to bake it into the wall. And the heat melted the paint, destroyed his work. It was horrible. Oh, fat over lean wasn't allowed. Ole Leo. Probably used to paper. I mean, we've worked on paper the most. Oldest artworks are pigments on cave rock. Yeah. Let me go back to that chin. I've kind of gotten consumed with the cheek, which I lost some of the form here. This isn't working. It's like sharp there. Wait, let me just fix one thing there, and then I'm gonna go down to the chin right after this. Bring that back down. There we go. This. Work that into darkness. All right, I'll fix that in a little bit, but let's go here and then. Okay, so from close up it looks okay, which means I worked on it actually further back. Let's give this some attention. Nope. Green this out some. Cobalt. Oh, Leonardo, yeah. I was like, ole, Leo. OL, yeah. It's pretty funny. Look, you just keep in mind that I don't speak Dutch and you speak better English than I speak Dutch. Okay? Thanks for ending my suffering. No, we don't have that, Jeff. We don't have really anything above our letters, no dots or anything. Let me see what you guys, this is. Cracking fatty liver or something. Yeah. that back down. I should have left it down. Oh. All right. Let me rest my eyes from this for a second. Just a second. A lot of painting, a lot of painting. We're doing good. Cannot complain. Maybe I'll work on the ear for a second. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Bear, I use walnut oil, but I don't really use a lot of it. And oftentimes I'll just use the oil paint. I try to use as little as possible. I use just enough to get the type of stroke that I want. Because paint with a lot of oil in it, a lot of medium, sits better on paint without medium. Okay, so if I go through and put a lot of paint with the medium on at first, that's when it starts getting very muddy, right? Because it's soupy. So you want to put the thick paint down and control the thickness, right? And then, that's messed up, which I knew I was doing at the time. And then at the very end, you lay the paint on top with the medium, and it'll sit better on the top. So it's better for like highlights and stuff. So I'm normally trying to be very sparing with it also, because the more medium you put into the painting, the more it's going to yellow. It will yellow quicker. So I try to keep it as fresh as possible. Hmm. Who's your inspiration? Favorite artist you like to paint the closest to? I love Bugro. And Henryk Simaradzki, which is, I don't know if I'm saying his name right. He's Polish painter. Beautiful work. Those two. If I could paint a combination between the two, Simaradzki. I think he studied in Russia. I think. It's amazing, amazing work. Yet. It's like there's one decent song and then it turns into weird, hyped up elevator music. Sorry, I'm just resting my eyes just for a second. He's mid. He's mid tier. He's a 1500 QFX. Yeah, his flesh tones. I like his subject matter. But I can see what you mean. Around the time period, it was a little bit old school. All right. Let's see what I did. It's not my choice to be listening to this right now. I'm just too lazy to change it. Kind of tired of playing DJ. I don't know, Jeff. I don't know what we're listening to. Let me see. I think this is like K-pop. This has to be K-pop. It's called Cheer Up. This is 2000 music, like genres, 2000s. That's what I put it on. And this is the 4th song. I'm tired of playing DJ. This is why I'm pissed. The only reason why I'm pissed I'm not on Twitch. This right here. Well, and I like a lot of the people, the community there, but put Taylor Swift on Alexa. This chin looks freaking horrible. I'm gonna have to like do some major reworking. It's out of control. That's what I wanted right here. We're gonna finish this song. I do not like it. The only reason why we're finishing it is because I'm protesting being the DJ just for one song, even though I hate it. I know you are like, he's just saying it, so he just wants to listen to it. He secretly likes it. It's not true. I don't care what you think. I just need to freaking paint. I need to get this thing done. It's been going on for a long time. What we're gonna do, if all we have is lame music to listen to, all of us together are gonna start liking it. So I don't have to keep on changing every song all the time. Now tell me, how does this song line up with the last one? I don't know. The genre system is all messed up. I know Taylor Swift. Everybody knows anybody knows Taylor Swift, okay? I don't listen to her though. It's like I don't listen to K-pop. Fatten her up, homie. I'm not fattening her. No. You're wrong. And the reason why you're wrong is because the camera's at an angle and it's going up too high. Not going off your observations off your little phone. Massacre of the Innocents is my favorite composition of all time, but you're right. Fat Faces is real. Jeff, are you... Oh, talking about that stuff, yeah. Not my painting. My painting is absolutely perfect. Oh. Bro, Sophia, got it. Got it. It makes sense. It's a good meme. There, and then we're going to take, I know what value that was before this. Linkin Park is good to paint. Yeah, I know. See, my favorite is Nirvana. Classical music is also very good. Yeah, Ruben. No, I got it here. Yeah, sorry. My stream is. I was actually looking at it. I don't know how to make it so it's like more closer to my time, but the stream's a little bit behind. This comes. That's too light. Shit. Yeah, so Tim, I used to be able to play like on Twitch when I was streaming on Twitch. You could play, you can play popular music there, as long as you don't save it onto your replays like the VODs, which there's a way of doing. But you can't do that here on YouTube, and so you can only play lame music here that's not copyrighted, which sucks. Kate Bush. I just play YouTube vids related to art in the background. Helps me. Of course, for instance, that's smart, man. Start dancing or shadow boxing to stay in shape that way too. Man. See, that's too over modeled. Too smooth. Because I think I'm going to call it here with the painting for today's stream. We got some good work done on it today. Why is that not a slate stream? Huh. Strange. But yeah, this is the process. So what I need, let me show you what I need to do. Still, like I'm really trying to push this painting. I'm trying to push it. I need to continue working this area, fixing the drawing, the form, the color, everything like that. I come up in here, in particular, this is very just blocked in, sketched in. This isn't working up in here. Transitions aren't working here. What happened was I have fallen into a habit of making everything too red and too brownish looking. And so my greens, my blues, cools, and the purples were suffering because of that. I wasn't putting those in. I wasn't doing a balanced work. I was studying some Bouguereau, and I noticed this, and so I've been kind of really studying paintings, going off references, trying to get in their mindsets of how they're thinking. And in doing so, I started remembering lessons that I had when I was at the academy, and I've painted like this in the past. But sometimes you fall out of practice of it, right? So I'm trying to balance that color at the same time, and I have to make the color up, which is the hard thing, because like in reality, if I'm painting somebody from real life, I can actually observe these colors and go from there, which is quite nice. This, I have to make it up. Like all this stuff in here, I'm making up. That's why this is taking so long. You know? And yeah, Bouguereau copies are like really awesome. I got to get this stuff done right now though. Yeah, Jeff, do that. I'd love to have you know, some references if you have them. Or are you talking about Scott Waddell? Is this do a master copy before a painting you're about to tackle? Yeah, that's a great way of going about it. It really is. But anyway, guys, I got to run. I got a lot of stuff I have to do. I've told you all this. I've been very busy recently. And I'll obviously keep on streaming, but that's why there's been delays and stuff. I have not had the time to do half the things that I want to do. But anyway, it's just how it is right now. Yeah, Harry, you are absolutely right, man. You are absolutely right. Guys, I will see y'all later. 7. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Or woman. I got to go, man. I got to go. It's that time, but I'll try to stream again. But you guys, y'all are awesome. I'll see you in disc. Stop having a life. I don't have a life. That's the problem. My life is not my own right now. It is not my own. Guys, I'll see you.